All right, let's get started. We shall get started with a quick Dragon Ball, quick Dragon Ball SketchUp. Let me go ahead and get rid of this crappy sketchbook and do an okay Goku. Alright, so for the first sketch of the night, usually there isn't a oops. Let's see, is it still live? Okay. Okay, we're back. Usually there isn't a expectation of how good this first drawing should be, but I want it to be an okay Goku. Not a great Goku, just an okay. Alright, let's see. Let me just make sure that this is working. Let's have something on the board. And yes, we're gonna have some time. So let's put the clock. Where is the clock? Where is the clock? And there's one right here. It's not it. This one? Yes. Alright. There we go. We have a clock on. So I do 17 minutes. It's supposed to be 15. But we'll give 2 minutes of lead of wiggle room. Alright, I'm gonna just scroll. Alright, let's just open up TikTok here. Okay. I want it to be a Goten drawing, but don't know if that's gonna be. That's a cool Yamcha. Let's look up Goten. Goten. I feel like Goten's gonna be a big deal in this new Dragon Ball Z. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. All right. Where was I? Yeah, like that. All right, let's go with Kit Gotenks for this first drawing. We can go on and on and on, but let's go ahead and get started. Warm up real quick. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with this Goten. Goku Gotenks. How would we know? How would anybody know if it's Goku or Gotenks? Just the clothes. Let's put down the music a little bit. Check, check, check. All right. All right, it's gonna be a little bit higher. Okay. All right. And this is gonna be something a little unorthodox. All right. Let's see what Goten's would look like if he had locks or some sort of afro locks. I usually leave the hair for last, but I was just curious to give him those locks that people are wearing now. I don't know what they're called. I think I did the hat a little too big. All right, let's get this one done. How much time we have left? I think I put too much time. We got 8 minutes left. But is usually the time that I give it 8 minutes. I mean, 17, 15 minutes is the usual time. Let's see. Okay. All right, we got the smiling. All right. And let's change his nose a little bit. A little clunky. So now with the 5 minutes that are left, I go ahead and clean it up. Fix the hands. Let's clean up. Alright. And I can color in the sleeves. Let's fix the hands. Okay, let's color in this other sleeve. I feel like I move his head way too much to the side. And there we go. The ears too small. I always go with Dragon Ball Z to sort of start me up because it's what I know the most. It's what I watch. It makes me relaxed to draw something that I'm very familiar with. tips that I recommend to anybody who's going through like a block, creative block, is just to draw something that you either grew up drawing, know how to draw well, or you're comfortable drawing. I'm comfortable drawing this because even though I do change it a lot whenever I draw it, I just know what I'm gonna encounter. I know the pants are gonna be baggy, the muscles are gonna be very uh, present to the adults mainly. But even the collarbone here. All right, let's color in. I'm gonna leave the pants how I had them, just like with this. Make it a little round thing and just bring it down. Just like only baggy at the bottom. Alright. Color it in right here. Color it in right here. And color in the shoes. By the way, I want to invite everybody to every Tuesday I host a video call called Sketch Nulls, and these are calls where I draw, we write, and we talk, and we draw. So it's a format where we give a prompt, just a word, and I try not to give it with too much information. Let me just bring up the flyer real quick. This is, I'm gonna give extra 2 more minutes to finish. So this is the sketch now. Oops, it should be that one. Where we sketch and we draw and we combine the two. So you pretty much write about a specific topic. Like last week, we spoke about what was the word? It was persistence. And with persistence, develop some sort of topic around it and give 15 minutes to write. And after we write, then we draw something with persistence. And for me, it was I ended up drawing this. And it's a sketch, so that's why it's called sketch. And then the null is journal. And this is a little excerpt from what I wrote. The spirit of persistence is needed when tackling difficult projects or tasks, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I invite you to come through on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. New York time at Google Meets. Let me put this one here. And yeah, you're welcome. Just scan that next Tuesday and you will be in the conversation. All right, let's get back to drawing. Yes, I finally got rid of this. I finally got rid of this drawing that we had here for a long time of half beaten up Goku. And that looks much better. I'm gonna go ahead and color this in even though the time is finished. just wanna have something that looks presentable. And how are you guys? How's it going? How is that world? My lives are very sporadic at the moment. I don't have a specific schedule. Just trying to figure out a couple of things. I think the only time I was consistent was when I was living in Arizona last year. I would do the streams or insane. Hmm. I want to say Arizona, yeah. Because if when I was living in Philly, I was mainly playing video games. Alright, let's see something. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Let's see if I can hear the music. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have a happy jolly Gohan. I mean, Goten. Gohan is my favorite character. So I should have drawn a Gohan, but I drew a Gohan too many times. So I think Goten is a good subject. Now this is the time to style it a little bit. I feel like we can give him these Polacks and let's decorate it. Add a little star. Or let's add the four. Let's see. Got a little four star Dragon Ball. And I want to add like some kind of wire. Let's see how it looks. If I add a wire to this one. Oops. And it's supposed to be in the top. Also a little wacky, but just feel like I wanted to add something different. And is that the little star? over here. Just add some highlights. Okay. All right, let's move on to something else. I think that does it. Is this live? Yes, it's live. Sorry, I just saw your message. I am drawing some Dragon Ball Z characters in a bit of a different style. How's it going? How's it going? I sort of wanted to do some villains today, but to start off, I wanted to start with something I've drawn before, which is Goku, but this is Goten's. Different. Same face, in a way. Alright, so let's see what we could draw next. I'm just trying to get back into let's draw Trunks. Oh, with a cool little afro. We're trying to get back into streaming, but I want to find a rhythm before I start announcing it and whatnot. Just because I just turn on and just go. Don't promote too much. And in terms of organizing, I was doing. Oh, let me start a timer. Alright, 17 minutes again. I was doing one character and just draw that one character in many different positions or poses. But right now, I'm trying to find that which I had before. So I'm just drawing any and whichever character comes. Alright, so we got the upper body, we got the head. Let's do a bigger head. Okay. Hand over here, other hand over here. And these are placement holders or placeholders. Just having something to foot there while I figure everything else out. Okay, I got the calf muscle, even though we can't see any muscles. Just one sec. Just one sec. Just one sec. Just changing something. Okay. And there we have hello everybody. Just want to take this time also to invite you guys to Tuesday sketch notes. Sketch notes are a place where we draw and we sketch and we journal. So we just do 15-minute prompts where we write about any specific word or thought. Like last week we had a sketch note and the word was persistence. Persistence. Let me just double check to make sure. It was, yes, persistence. And we just sketch for about 15 minutes as well. And it's a nice little prompt, nice little time to draw from. You could use reference, you can draw from imagination, and it's just fun. Just a fun little time to draw. And also get any blockages that you got going on and get it out. All right. All right, here we go. Now let's draw the boots. And then the other boot. Gaming. Oh, it says some gaming. Okay. Draw this guy with a little afro. Give him a little fade. Nope, no music. Let's go with something lo-fi. Alright. Let's do the hand. Now let me pause the time real quick. Alright, pause the time. Let me stop this real quick. Alright, let's see now. Alright, nothing's going on over here. Alright, let's see if this is working. And this is anyways. Let's get back into this. Let's continue the timer. And we're doing trunks in a bit of a different style. just because I like to not just copy but also explore different things. And here's one of them. Okay. Move that arm a little bit higher. Oops. Just like that. Just made the arm a little bit bigger. Alright, so the pants, I'm gonna do them like I did for Goten's. Just a bit baggy on the bottom. Just make the shirt a little baggy. Alright, time to add some, well, I would say color, but it's really shading. And clean it up. We got 5 minutes. So around the 5-minute mark is where I'm pretty much getting things done. So that's what, 10 minutes. Spend 10 minutes to get the rough part in, and then I have something somewhat solid that I can work on. Alright, let's shade this in to separate the wrist and the arm. Let's clean this up a little bit. And nothing specific, just to separate the hand. Let's make it a little smaller. It did go a little way too big. Alright, let's go with the hair. Now, so with the hair, I'm just gonna do sort of curls. For it to look like it has volume. Hey, I appreciate it. For it to look like it has volume. Erzuliasm, thank you for sticking around. So he has somewhat of a fade. Maybe I could give him. Trunks did give me that energy of somebody who has like an earring or something, like a piercing, like maybe a nose ring too, but maybe not, or a brow piercing, something like that. Like one of those kids that is like a badass kid, that goes without his mom's permission, and plus he's a rich kid, and gets things without their permission. Alright, so he's gonna have some what of loose curls. Oh, I went too high. Let's make it a little shorter. Let's see something. Shrink them out. We got Goten, which looks like somebody who lives humbly and happy in the mountains somewhere and is very creative. And we got Trunks, the kid who goes around making up things and starting not trouble, because I don't want to say that, but just be mischievous. Alright, here we go. I was gonna give him some locks too, but I feel like Trunks' hair in these is a little shorter, so maybe we could style it differently, but have some sort of locks as well. And the new season of Dragon Ball Z, I think, should be featuring Trunks and Goten's more, so they should be more of a star in them. Let's give him one loose curl over here. And let's style these a little bit. So after I do the black, then I go back with the eraser and I just erase away. Sometimes just with a white and just find the volume of where the curl is going. And there we have it. Some curls. Alright, so I'm gonna do his shirt, just like a stripe to give it some solidification. Let me do the eyes. I always say this, your first drawing is just a warm-up, so don't look at it as a finished drawing. The second drawing is a little better, but the third one is the one that you can say, oh, that looks cool. So if you're trying to draw something and you're serious about it, draw the same thing 3 times. And time is up. For this drawing, I would say that if it was, oh, since I'm streaming, I feel like I have to switch it up. Nobody wants to see three of the same drawings being done. Although it could be interesting, so we can see the differences and similarities as we go. But today's not that day. Alright, let's solidify this. Make this solid since the orange of the wrist are also painted in. And there we have it. Trunks. Or kid Trunks. Let's make him look at the camera. Let's see, not looking at the camera yet. Alright. Okay, so Trunks, who do they face in that tournament? Oh, that looks cool. Goten and Trunks. Goten and Trunks versus, who do they fight? Broly. Hmm. Goten's is. Alright, let's draw them a little older. Alright, let's draw this Goten's. A bit more chill. Gives me like Jackie Chan vibes. Okay, so before we start that, let's see how we can change the setting this. Hmm. We just have a placeholder. And that is concept art. That is um, abstract art. Hmm. Okay. And what? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're gonna start soon. Just 1 second. And just got one more thing to fix. Okay. All right. So this is not so exciting. It's more Oh, actually, let's see how we can make it exciting. Let's see. Oh, let me check also to see if I get the notifications. Um, Hello world. See if it pops up right away. Oh, it does. Okay, great. So I actually don't have to worry about. And we've been live for an hour. All right, let's start the timer. 17 minutes on the clock. And we've started. Let me see. One last test. These are the first days of streaming, so a lot of testing that's going on. Seeing what's the best option. That doesn't look too good. All right. I lost my. There we go. All right. Oh, we got 15 minutes. So I put 17 minutes always to a buffer time. Excuse me. All right, we got the head. And previews, comments. All right. Here we go. And we do the stomach. Or the upper body, better yet. Shoulder. All the shoulder. The hand placement will be here. Make it a little bit of a curve. Make the arms a little bit higher. And the other hand is in the pocket as well. So these are, for me, these are great way to do figure drawings. And just make it a little easier, a little faster. And with things that I'm excited to draw. All right. We got the shirt. persistent is the word of the week for me. Being persistent, pushing through the ups and downs of life. Yeah, so being persistent is the solution to a lot of things. Persist. His chin is over here. I've been drawing a lot of musicians, and at one point I thought about drawing Gohan and Gotens and Trunks as if they were in a band. But the idea didn't fully flourish. Alright, we got 11 minutes on the clock. You got one of them French shirts. Alright, let's clean them up. 10 minutes. Let's clean it up. Oh, not the boots. What kind of boots would this be? These wouldn't be Jordans. Jordans have boots or Timberlands. What if they were Timbs? Let's see. Nah, they don't fit that stuff. Something futuristic. Let's fix this leg. This other leg too. Alright. These are Velcro boots. What it feels like. Okay. Again with the same. Also, Trunks gave him Golden Sun. Trunks gave Goten's the wristbands. Let's see what hairstyle should we give Goten's. We got 7 minutes left. Plenty of time. Let's do the hairline. And by the way, this is how you can create new characters. You just look at something that's already made. You can study it, you can call it whatever you want. And then you just change a couple of things and it's a new character. I like that. Alright, let's give him... Let's give him loose, short locks. But these... trying to follow his same hair strand pattern, but also looking at his overall and what makes sense. Okay. And here we have a new character. Who could say that that's Gohan? I mean, Gotenks. Let's make... I mean, if this character, when they do the new season, if they make it more memorable, then yeah, people could tell. But otherwise, here comes a new challenger. That's what this feels like. Okay. So I see one mistake in this. Is that this leg is way too long. I mean, way too short. So we're gonna have to just move him up. And magically, this leg is gonna grow. And that solves the problem. The benefit of working digital is that you can just use the lasso tool and just extend and pull. And we got 3 minutes. Oh shoot. Alright, let's hurry up. Alright, we have the locks coming out this way. We have more coming in this way. Let's see. They've been uneven, the locks for this guy. So let's just keep it uneven. He lives in the countryside, so he doesn't have a barber shop or a hair salon that he goes to. So he trims it and cuts it on his own. But I really like the hairstyle, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. Oops. Alright, let's see. And one thing that I like to do is that I like to do the eyebrows thicker in the front and thinner at the edge. In Dragon Ball Z this backwards, so I did do the other two drawings like that, but I'm just correcting this one. I do like the eyes that they have, like the Goku has. And then my nose is a little different. So you see, something that could be boring. I hope you got to see how we made it exciting, at least a little bit, with just changing the hair. And now this, so this is a basic, we got 47 seconds. This is a basic style, a basic drawing. So then you would start having fun by adding things like to describe a character. What are the things that describe this character? What is his personality like? So you maybe have a scar like Yamcha, or add something in his shirt. I'm just gonna just fill it up. And here's the duck. There we have. Okay, let me just fill up the boots and the pants. Something pretty rough. He looks somewhat like a female. Let's see how I can make him a little bit more masculine. Just maybe the pose. There we go. When making figure drawings, they say to exaggerate on the pose. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it changes the personality of the character. I want it to be bit more masculine, and the post make him look more feminine. So from there to there, something as simple as that. Alright, his nose. Oh, it looks like he's closing his eyes. Let's make his head. I know we're pretty much done, but these are the final touches. Go text. And last but not least, okay, yeah, let me, while I'm here, let's change his eyebrow. Let's take off this earring, nose ring, I mean. Let's make this eye smaller. Patch up the hair. So that was 3 drawings. Wow. Alright, let's do one last one. Go tanks. Krillin. What is this? It's pretty dope. Let's save this to musicians. That's cool. Trunks. Oh, I don't really like this costume. Whoa, what just happened? Alright, let's go. That trunk. Alright. We're gonna do one last one. But I want to make it, but don't know if that should be the final one. Alright, let's go with this. 60 minutes left. Alright. Next one. Looks like trunks and gold tights. Got change of clothes. Now that he has this long sleeves and no orange armband or wristband. Okay. Everything's slowing down right now due to the fact that I've been here for an hour and change. Let me see. An hour and 30. 99 minutes. Alright, so got one side. And we got the other side. Alright, so let me just color this in right away so I don't have to worry too much about the details. This other one. Alright. Color in the shirt. And we have 9 minutes left. So 7 minutes I was able to do everything else. Yeah, the hair for this guy is gonna be another afro. And he has that. He has that. Oh, music ran out. Oh no. Skip that one. Check, check, check. We're still good. Let's do the socks. We got some sort of leg warmers. And then the boots. Alright, let's do the other one. Alright, so here we have the figure. Let's get the head in shape. The head and the hair. For some reason it feels like this is, he has his afro in layers. So erase all this away inside. The moment you're doing details is the moment that you may feel like it's very therapeutic. So don't rush it. Just do the thing, even though you feel like you want to finish. I did a tree today, like I drew a tree, and doing the detail in the tree was something that was very satisfying. Because I didn't rush. Usually I rush through because there's unnecessary space, I used to think. But if you take your time, you can add some beauty to the piece right in there with the tree. Alright, we shall be done. 3 minutes. Okay. Uncurl. Alright, trunks. It's upset for some reason. Alright, let's see. Zoom in over here. Let's see. It's crazy how something so simple becomes so iconic. Because those faces are very simple. Yeah, they're so iconic. And time is up. Let's just finish this and we call it a night. Okay. Give him the same earring. Okay. Add some of these lines. Alright, are we done? so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think my favorite one was the third one because of the hairstyle. The fourth one, I kind of, it's alright. Just the eyes really didn't make me too happy. First one looks cool. Alright. Peace. Have a good night.